I don't know what the date is. June 26th, 2012. Hard to see, but I've got water up to my entire front yard is completely underwater. Wait, Denise. I want to film this, okay, so we can get this on video for the insurance. Can you just step in it real quick for me to get a splash so we can... Okay.
Look, film the curtains. That's the water line. See the curtains?
Yeah, it looks like the water line is right here. Let me go video. Okay, we have a TV that's ruined. It's a Blu-ray player and a DirecTV DVR. That's a Denon receiver right there. Speakers.
Make sure you film my curtains. They were like
I got the curtains.
$5,000.
Yeah, I got the curtains right there. So, okay. I think, oh, there's the curtains. You can see the water line right there. So, and just to see this one. So, this is our storage area. Cement floor, so that's good, but we do have washer and dryer. Don't know, you can see we haven't touched that, so those obviously have been floating in this when the water was higher. Okay, this is the best example we can find of the flood line. I'm going to zoom in. So you can see it's right about between 6 and 7 inches is how high the water got in here. And again, this is the next day, but we can see it from the couch, and the bottom half is all wet. So again, I'll zoom in. Flood line's between 6 and 7 inches inside the house. Okay,
and your speaker there?
Yeah, this got flooded. I don't know what you call this, the boom box, the bass, the woofer, I think it's the subwoofer, got flooded. What's most concerning is this is where all the electronics are plugged into. This was all underwater. Just for scale, you can see we're right next to that sofa. You can see the flood line down there. So these were entirely underwater, all the plugs. And the plugs are to this, and we have the power out in this room, but we have a 42-inch television. We have a Blu-ray player. You can see this is a Samsung Blu-ray player. Let's let it focus. Samsung Blu-ray player. This is just our DirecTV DVR box right there. It's a Blu-ray player and DVR, and then over here we have our Denon receiver right here. See if I can get that to focus right there. Denon receiver. I don't have price. We also have a Wii down here that was of course flooded. That's our Wii. But all these are probably bad because they're all the plugs were underwater. Again, speakers right here. Hopefully this speaker's okay. And here's just some more of the furniture. The sofa, you can see the flood line at the bottom. We've shown that a few times. This is it's harder to see the flood line on this, but actually I think I see it.
Actually, it looks like it's got wetter.
You know, this is actually even worse over here. You can see the flood lines right in here. Okay, I'm doing this because though the sofa was at 6 inches, this is showing to be about 12 inches. You can see that right there is the flood line. So just about 12 inches. I think that's clearly visible. The flood line.
Yeah, it goes like this.
Yeah. So this side of the house got about 12 inches. Again, for perspective, you can see the flood line on here was about 6 inches. So the majority of the water was on this side of the room. So we've got up to 12 inches of water last night. Okay, this is the last video I'm taking of our room. I think we've gotten everything captured. Speakers, receiver, DVR, Blu-ray player, television. And again, their plug was all underwater back here. You can see the plugs. All that got underwater. I have speakers above the fireplace, but I'm thinking those were okay. See the two chairs. The significance of this ottoman is it floated. It was more over here, and we have not touched that ottoman since the flood. So it moved about 3 or 4 feet from the water.
I couldn't get home.
This ironing board has not been
I
touched or
left
moved.
Costco
You can
at
see
6:30
clearly the
and I
flood
didn't get
line.
home.
This
Actually,
matches
I
that
didn't
other
get home.
chair.
Met Scott at Panera
You can
because
see
his
it's
car
right
slowed
at
to
12
the ground.
inches, so 1 foot. So
he couldn't get down our street.
we had a 1 foot on this side of the room, which makes me think the water came in through these windows. We were not home when the flood came in. You can see the flood line here. This is how it got up last night. I'm holding this myself, but it's right at about 15 inches. You can see right about 15 inches is how high the water got outside the house. And you can see that got all under the house as well. The crawl space vents are at the bottom. Okay, I'm now in the backyard. You can see the vents. So there's the underneath my house, there's a ton of water. So there's still plenty of standing water back here. But I want to get this measured for the video so we can see. I don't know how high. This is right at about 15 inches again. This is a little taller, between 15 and 6, about, maybe we'll just say 16 inches is how high the water got last night. Okay, I'm now moving around the house. This was the room that flooded right here. You can see this part of the house is off grade, did not flood. But I'm now back behind the television that I was just shooting. The good news, this is a little bit lower here, about 12 inches, 12 or 13 inches is about what this is. So a little lower back here. Last thing, this is the last one now on the side. This is about 9 or 10 inches here. And just to give perspective of where, this was the side over by the ironing board, right behind the ironing board. But again, you can clearly see the water line, and I've documented how high those are up. You can just see the water line goes right around the house. Very clear. This is another clear indication. Very clear how high this got, and you can see again, that's right at 15 inches there. 15 inches over here. More like 9 inches over here. Okay, I focus mostly on the inside of my house. This is the side. You can see the flood line here is about 9 inches. This is into our carport. This is not livable space, it's our storage area. Ugh, it smells horrible. Bicycles, golf clubs. See, most of the water is receded. We have not done any water extraction yet in this. See the washer dryer. This area is particularly wet. I think you can see and feel that. A lot of damage. Diploma was flooded through. I think we're getting a lot of roaches and mosquitoes and insects in here. Probably loving this damp, moist environment. And as I'm walking out, I see a little bit more over here as well.